JustLiberty.org. It's good for you and it's good for me. JustLiberty.org. JustLiberty.org.
Hey y'all, this is Sukyi McMahon, Just Liberty's Policy Coordinator. This is the second segment in a 3-part series about police union contracts. I sit down with Kathy Mitchell, the Grassroots Sentencing Campaign Coordinator at Texas Criminal Justice Coalition, to talk about Austin's own police union contract negotiations. We discuss advocates' demand for increased oversight, accountability, and transparency in Austin's new contract, and the wisdom of negotiating ever-increasing pay for very little gain and accountability. I've been to several of these negotiation meetings with Kathy and others. And so, Kathy, what exactly is Meet and Confer?
So what that means is that for officers, they can negotiate more generous pay and benefits. For the rest of us, a city could negotiate greater accountability and transparency than the state law framework. Better pay for a better force. At least that's the idea. Unfortunately, it hasn't exactly worked out that way. After a few cycles, most Austin officers are now the highest paid in the state. They get a longevity bonus on top of their longevity step pay. For 1 hour of court time outside their normal shift, they get 4 hours at time and a half. They accrue sick and vacation leave at higher rates than would be allowed without this agreement. And they get to cash out nearly a year's worth of that time when they leave. Sukyi, you've been watching. Do you think the city side has fared as well?
Well, if the city negotiators are supposed to be making sure Austinites can trust that misconduct will be handled appropriately and our rights are being respected, we have a way to go, okay? The current contract says, 1, an officer can't be disciplined if the chief finds out about misconduct 180 days after it occurred. We saw that with the Breon King case, right? Another provision prevents the chief from considering certain acts of past misconduct when evaluating new misconduct. Another provision will tie the hands of the civilian review panel and keep records of misconduct secret. When we first started going to these meetings, it almost seemed like both sides had already agreed on most of the contract. They were ready to make some minor changes around the edges, but there are many parts of the contract, like the 180-day rule, that weren't even up for discussion. But things started to change. Kathy, talk about what it took to even bring questions of accountability into the discussion.
Well, it all started with a strong demand from a bunch of local groups that the city manager's team actually ask for additional reforms that weren't part of the original negotiation plan. So we met with the negotiation team. We presented at council more than once. And we slowly built momentum for these kind of changes. And finally, the city team did actually lay some of them out in one of the meetings.
And then the other shoe drops.
Right. So after laying out real reforms that would hold officers accountable, at the next meeting, the city announced that it would withdraw 2 of the most important reforms in order to get the union to talk about one of the reforms. The 180-day rule. And at that point, it became clear that most of what we had been calling for wasn't really even going to be part of a real discussion. So that's why the end of this process is now shaping up differently from the last round. After looking at what we're paying for what we get, a whole lot of people are starting to say it's time to just stop, just go back to state law, let millions of dollars revert to general revenue, and start doing things differently.